Hi out there, good to see you today. Wow, what a lovely day. Welcome to the morning breakfast show on this behavioral check segment. I'm your regular anchor on this program, Dr. James Komolafe. People call me Dr. Long Life because that is actually what it is. I want you to live long, young, and strong as you do the needful. I am Chief Consultant at Saba Resources Intervention Hub, Fatima Plaza, Zone 2, Abuja. Today, we're looking at a topic so common and so familiar. It is hypertension. Some other people call it high blood pressure. You know what? When I was much younger, I'm still a young man now, and you hear hypertension, we used to think is the disease of the rich, the much more matured, and the aged. But nowadays, it is no longer so. You see teenagers having hypertension. And then you hear this cliche from the people in the active demography. They will say, well, if you are a worker, hypertension should just be part of your lifestyle. No, it's a complete no. You can be without hypertension if you know what to do and do what you know. High blood pressure is by no means your heritage. You have all that it takes to live fresh, young, long, and strong when you do the needful. Your blood pressure should be under control, should be normal and not abnormal. 129 to 60 or 80, systolic and diastolic, so that as you maintain your balance, energy balance, you can be in the state of health, wealth, and strength. Hypertension majorly through two cases. One, by heredity. Maybe you came from a family who, by biohistory, are hypertensive. You can easily have it and walk into it. Not because you did the wrong thing or the right thing. Just because it's in your family blood. But the most common in our days is hypertension by frivolity. Remember, the first one by heredity. You have a family track record, history. Then the second one by frivolity. You are just careless. These are the days people eat anyhow, sleep anyhow, talk anyhow, do anything anyhow, and they want to go away with it. I want you to know as an individual that you operate between what we call a behavioral stretch, where when you pull your energy life, your energetic personality beyond a particular limit, then you are likely to come down in this blood disease, behavioral disease called hypertension. So, what do you need to know? How do you keep fit becomes so vital and so important. Every day is a behavioral variable. Whereas you take in oxygen, you breathe out carbon dioxide. In the same manner, you are supposed to build up the energy that you daily use, just as you burn them. So the capacity and the rate between burning and building tells us how strong that you are each passing day. Suffice it to say that you burn and build energy mentally by how you think, how you reason, and how you feel. You also burn energy emotionally through interaction with people as you showcase responsibilities and perform some certain activities. Your relationship too is quite vital when it comes to emotional energy. Also, physical energy, by the way you sleep, you're keeping to the rule of balanced dieting, and the exercises that you do, they all come into the picture. Now, when you combine all this with your spiritual energy, as you burn and build it, you meditate in the Holy Book, you pray, and you do the needful within an appreciable bound. As you know your limits, even when you are not limiting your knowledge, you walk good, you walk great, and then your blood will not rush unnecessarily and be under pressure in your veins and in your arteries. Then your heart will be able to pump blood well as at when due without you having to run into sudden collapses. So while we're having hypertension across virtually all demography in our days, these are some of the causes. One, people live carelessly. People don't know how to put gauge in what they do. They just say, oh, it's my time. They sleep irregularly. They are not bothered about what goes into them as far as nutritional content is concerned. You have bad lifestyle protocol. When you come to a place where you don't have a fixed routine per time over the activities of your life as a person, then you are writing application to hypertension. Energy overdraft is another point. Some people will draw more energy from their personal lives than they are building. For example, you are a worker out there and all you do is to keep working round the clock. No time to recline, to rest, to hydrate well. No time to sleep well. Before you know it, your temperature begins to rise. Before you know it, you start feeling some pains, some headaches there, a little here, a little there, which are warning signals. They could be for hypertension. So please be very careful. And many people don't know what their coping mechanism really is. They don't know where to draw the limit. All work and no play, people say, make Jack a dull boy. So you need to be able to know where to put the limits. And then on very many occasions, people have embedded causes inside them for which they are not even aware of. Maybe they have an age-long sickness, perennial disease that they have not given attention to. And the issue about wholeness and lifestyle, wellness, as it were, is not just to be limited to a single factor or variable. To say, okay, once I am not down, I don't have headache, I'm just okay. No, we look at health as a total package. From your inside to the outside, how you think, how you feel, how you do what you are doing, now very vital. How about inadequate nutrition? You are not following the rule of balanced diet. You have come to form it that, oh, it's so difficult to eat balanced diet now. I want to let you know it's not even how big, but how qualitative is what you are eating. How about sleep? Do you do an average of 6 to 7 hours or 8 hours even per day? All of those are indicative whether you will walk into hypertension or not. And behavioral health does not forgive. As you run your medical check, so you also need to do your behavioral checks. And that is why this session comes to you every work day, for you to know what to do and to do what you know. Excessive workaholism, work overload can also lead to it. When you work, and no rest, you can go hypertensive, especially when you are that individual who likes to call it a bluff. And then these are the days where you see people do self-treatment. They say, oh, I have this bad headache, and before you know it, they are going to do self-medication. In effect, they attempt to handle the effect while they leave the cause still rooted in their habits and in their personal lifestyle that is in error. And then some just presume. They faith it through. Oh, all will be well. I'm good. I've been good. I know myself. Not knowing that when you keep going on error, it stores in the virtual behavioral violation can inside you. And over time, it gets spilled out when it becomes full. So it is better for you to do the needful and to be in charge of your personal lifestyle protocol. Now, I have intervened variously on platforms, organizations, homes, families, through retainership services, and through some few people we have met in some of our hospitals consultation on hypertension. So what's the intervention for it? As to walking you away from hypertension, especially when you come into it by careless lifestyle. There's a track of hypertension, and there is also a trap of hypertension in behavioral health and checks. So when you are on the track of hypertension, in other words, you are consciously or unconsciously walking into it, we can walk you back by remodifying your behavior. If you are in the trap already, we can help you coordinate yourself and live to the fullest of your life with your drug regimen when you take it. So what are we saying? Intervention is possible, and it is a 3-model stuff. In our intervention procedure for the hypertensive, we do exploration. We carried out our diagnosis to find out what are the causative factors of your condition so that we can help you package better and be able to manage it without hypertension managing you. So we dig deep through our exploration strategy. Then we also express what we found, having dug deep into you through our analysis. And at the end of the day, we establish you. So it's a 3E protocol where we explore by digging deep into what is happening within you. We express you to show what has happened so far, so that you will come into terms with what is wrong and what is not appropriate. And then we establish you to what it should be. And that too through a 3-way approach. We chop off what needs to be chopped off. We pull out of you what needs to be pulled out. And then we knock into you what should be knocked in. All these are by the reason of behavioral intervention. What is your current status? Walk away from hypertension. Be in charge. Find full expression. Radiate color, strength, and formidableness, so that you can live long, young, and strong. I'll see you again. Thank you very much for participating. I am your regular host, Dr. Longlife, saying cheers and bye for now.